Math is everywhere in our world.
Math is present in everything we do.
Math is around us.
Math is everywhere.
Science, art, literature, math, life. Everywhere you look, you'll see that the world is made of math. Now, the Cleveland Clinic Expressions Math program truly brings these 4 disciplines to life for high school students. Through project-based, peer-to-peer learning, high school students discover and ultimately demonstrate how mathematics plays a key role in scientific research projects and the artwork and literary works these projects inspire. It all starts with the scientific research of Cleveland Clinic High School summer interns.
Last summer, I had the privilege of doing a 9-week internship with Cleveland Clinic. I worked in the nursing department and completed an amazing project on alternative pain therapies and their effectiveness in previously medicated surgical patients. I got to work right with healthcare professionals and received training that is unsurpassed for my future.
It gave me an opportunity to have real lab experience and to understand what it was like to work in that lab. It made me more interested in pursuing a possible major in science and engineering.
After the internship was over, I went back to my school. A lot of the students were really interested in what I did, and I ended up presenting my project to an art class and to a advanced placement English class, and they were able to create these amazing projects about my summer science internship project.
Math students were able to do work not only on my science research, but also on the other art and English projects that were done.
The students can go online actually, and they can see my research that I did over the summer, and then they can see the projects that have been created about my research, including the art pieces and the literary pieces.
And then they can show how math relates to all 3.
Cleveland Clinic site was very helpful when finding research and getting basic ideas, and looking at the original formats they gave us, we just took their overall concepts and just took them and made of our own.
From this scientific research comes the award-winning art and language pieces that engage math students in cross-curricular exploration. Here's how. Students visit Cleveland Clinic's Office of Civic Education Initiatives website for the Expressions Math program. They select an intern's project and begin exploring the research, the artwork, and the words it inspired. They have access to an intern's My Research, a PowerPoint recap of the research project. They can view an MRI, My Research Illuminated episode, an online video that explains the research in a fun and entertaining way, illuminating the groundbreaking research of Cleveland Clinic High School interns. They can see the artistic and literary interpretations of this research, paintings, drawings, video, sculpture, compositions, poems, essays, and short stories. This online experience allows the math student to explore how science, art, and language relate. Then, it's up to them to demonstrate how mathematics plays a critical role in each. The Expressions Math program fosters critical thinking, creativity, communication, and teamwork.
Math Expressions is a really great way for all of us to discover what's going on in medical research and transform it into how it applies to mathematics.
It's their ideas and their concepts coming through, and by allowing them that freedom of expression, they're taking ownership of the project and really feeling good about it.
The uniqueness of this project has my students looking so much at math in more than just the book. It's all around them now.
The fact that we also have to look at the literary and artistic aspects of the Expressions program helps us to see how math crosses borders.
This is a fabulous program as far as, getting kids to communicate together amongst each other, to problem solve in math, and to communicate about math, especially with the video component and the art component. It adds another layer of ways that kids can express themselves.
The Expressions Math program encourages high school students to express their knowledge of math in a creative way.
The students look at all 3 different pieces related to the same type of research and say, what is the math in that? How do I relate that to everyday life?
When I first saw Brendan Mulcahy's research, I really thought that math could be expressed in his project. There was a lot of data that he collected.
It also talked about echoes, and all echoes have a certain frequency. Frequency is actually a formula, wave speed divided by wavelength.
The aspect of the project that I had to do was the literature and find the math in the literature. I took out things like hours and minutes And I used that to create a line graph showing how the fear of having diabetes can increase over time.
In my project, I looked at Beth Beam's poem, The Heart of the Matter. I was looking for some way to express her poem through math.
It was challenging to find math in a poem full of words. There was no numbers to relate to or no given formulas to try and figure something out.
And I analyzed it using computer code binary. I translated this text from English into this binary code using a 8-digit sequence. The first 3 digits show whether the letter is capitalized or lowercase, and then the last 5 digits show which letter it is in the alphabet. Each letter in the alphabet is assigned a certain number.
We chose to do Brendan Mulcahy. We chose 3 pieces from him. I chose to do the art part. I chose to graph the parabolas, and really the main part of my project was to see why this looks so appealing to the eye. So right here I just have all of my data, and these are just all the points that I picked out. And then here, these are actually all the equations for them. So it shows all 6 equations for each parabola. The first thing people would probably think of is, this looks good, this is really nicely done. But once you dig deeper, you can see that there's parabolas included in this. You can find the distance between the parabolas, and you can figure out why it's so appealing to the eye.
I was really happy that I was able to work at the Cleveland Clinic this past summer. And I'm even more happy to see how other students were able to learn from my work and then go on to create works of art, works of literature. And then math students were able to go and take not only my science research, but also the art and literature and related math across all disciplines.
This interdisciplinary learning program meets state and national academic standards for all 4 disciplines and gives high school students and their teachers the opportunity to earn undergraduate and graduate college credit. Of course, it's not only educational, it's also a juried competition. An esteemed panel of professionals in the fields of mathematics, science, art, and literature judge all submissions. Selected works are recognized with awards and published in an annual expressions booklet.
The math expressions submissions were extremely good. We were impressed by the way in which they managed to relate the art and the literature to the mathematics that was inherent in the internship projects.
The greatest thing is that, I finished this project at the end of the summer, but I've been able to take it back with me to my school, and it's really gone throughout the entire year with all these new projects coming up through the art program and the literary program and now the new math program.
This project has helped me to appreciate math more because I found it in different areas: literature, research, and art.
My research has really been featured through each 3 of those programs, and it's really amazing to see it all come together and see the way that they each relate to each other so well.
If anyone would have an opportunity to do this, I think they should really take it.
Any teacher out there that's even thinking about it, I wholeheartedly recommend doing it. It helps the students understand math is there, it's everywhere, it's in all of their subjects.
Share your enjoyment of the math with the kids. They'll pick up on that, they'll enjoy it themselves. The whole thing will snowball, and you'll have a great experience.
It's fun, it's engaging, it's educational, and it's helping students see the world and life around them from a whole new perspective.